I'm really excited to be making this delicious cake. It is not vegan like the last banana bread thingy I made, but I'm excited because I have lots of yogurt in the fridge and I need to get rid of it because it's a yogurt no one wants. Yay! So I am going to make a yogurt cake with lemon infused flavors, and we will see how it goes. So I'm actually using a recipe by Food and Journeys. I am definitely not leaving this one the way it is because I had to play around with what I had. So it calls for 1.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 large orange zested, so not the orange, just the zest, and the 3/4 cup of yogurt, half cup of olive oil, 2 large eggs, and a tablespoon of butter for greasing the pan, and powdered sugar for dusting. We're definitely playing around with this recipe. So we're gonna do what we did last time. So instead of 1.5 cups of regular flour, I'm gonna do 1 cup of buckwheat flour, and I have a half cup of the almond flour for the protein and the low glycemic index for the buckwheat. And then I also have in here the 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a half teaspoon of salt and a half cup of the sugar, which is what it called for, to be all mixed together. So I'm gonna leave this to the side, and then I am going to start with the wet ingredients. Well, now all of them are wet, before they were not going to be. So the recipe called for you taking the zest. I'm not doing that. We have zest, well, we have oranges and stuff in the house. I'm not feeling the olive oil orange feel today because my goal is not to get rid of olive oil, my goal is to get rid of yogurt. So I am just going to do lemon extract because I have lemon extract as compared to orange, and because the buckwheat already has that coloring, you're not going to see the speckles anyway. So what I'm going to do is, instead of taking the 3/4 cup of yogurt, I'm going to actually do a full cup of yogurt. This allows me to get rid of a lot more of the ingredients, which is nice. As well as I can cut out a lot of that sugar that it suggested before. This yogurt I'm using is leftover, well, not really leftover yogurt, but it's yogurt that we bought with vanilla in it and regular sugar in it, and someone did not read the labels and it wasn't what they wanted, and I don't like wasting, so I'm trying to use the yogurt. So I'm gonna cut out that other 1/4 cup of sugar because I really don't need it. Plus, with the extra 1/4 cup, I'm adding that volume because you don't want to lose the volume. And now we're going to put in the lemon extract because I am kind of eyeballing it because the recipe's not what it normally is. I'm thinking a teaspoon, or yeah, about a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons would be useful because I'm also going to be putting a little bit of vanilla bean paste in there. So that's going to be very strong in lemon, and we're going to put a little bit of extract. Boop. There, good. Not too much. So that was probably about 1/4 to 1/2 a teaspoon of the vanilla bean paste extract, and definitely 1 or 2 teaspoons of the lemon extract. So next we have the eggs. We're doing 2 eggs. We're going to just mix this together. That's mixed. Instead of doing olive oil, I'm going to do coconut oil. I think coconut will be a really good flavor with the lemon, and we don't have a lot of olive oil in the house, so yeah, I'm just gonna use it instead. So it's supposed to be about 1/2 cup. I measured approximately about 1/2 cup. I know they say that you should be much more thorough with your amounts, but the only way you're gonna get really thorough is if you measure it out like they do in the UK. That is actually a better way of baking because when you have weight is more accurate than you have a volume. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Looking really velvety. Okay, and now we're going to add the dry, slowly but surely. So I'm excited because yogurt is a great source of fat, protein, and microbiotics. And I know I've explained this a little bit before, but yogurt really does help you with your immune system because a good amount of your immune system is located in your gut. So highly suggest putting yogurt in your diet more often. And even if you don't do that, there are pills that you can take. There are some good probiotics out there, but I would check to make sure that it's gastroenterologist approved because there are a lot of supposedly great options out there. that really don't give you the probiotics, or the probiotics actually don't end up in your gut. They end up broken down and they die beforehand. So I would definitely consider that. Yogurt's one of the easiest ways to get it, so granted I'm kind of cooking it, so, but you know, still, whatever. Great option if you don't have buttermilk or whatnot as well, because it has that tang to it. Or a replacement for sour cream as well for recipes. Okay, so let's put this in 2 pans. So the recipe I have says to put in 1 big pan. I want to be able to travel with these and not have to worry about where I leave them. So I'm just using older containers that we have from takeout food or takeaway, and I'm just gonna pour it in there. I'm gonna spoon it. It's a pretty thick consistency. It's actually kind of looking like, I don't know, like porridge or something. Batter tastes good. Now I wouldn't do this at home, doing that because, you know, chance of salmonella. However, your illness from salmonella has to be a high microbe load in order for you to get very sick, as compared to like illnesses like Shigella, which has almost the same symptoms but takes less to actually hurt you. Fun facts. Okay, I have a little one here. Very, very little. Perfect for just trying out a little bite. So I just want to try it, and the rest I'm going to bring over to a friend's house. Because we have been cooped up for too long, and I am so ready to get out of this house for something other than work. So I'm going to throw these into the oven at 350 for about 50 to 55 minutes, and then I'm going to let them cool down. Now, I'm not going to specifically let them cool down completely, and I'm probably going to decrease the cooking time, because with smaller containers spread out, I actually have greater surface area, which decreases the cooking time because you're keeping the temperature the same. So everything's gonna cook quicker, more thoroughly withinwards, because you have the same temp and more space. So I'm actually gonna probably do it about, I'd say 40 to 45 minutes and check it out to see how it looks. And now we wait. Okay, we are ready. I actually only had to bake both of them for about 40-ish minutes, and I let them cool down for a good 20 minutes to a half an hour. And let's take a look. Here they are. They're powdered sugar dusted. You got the big ones and the baby one. All you're missing is some smiley face for a little smiley face, like a mouth, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so let's have a taste then. Take the little one. Oh shoot, this came out completely. Awesome sauce. Oh yeah, that's good. It tastes much better, I think, with the powdered sugar. So it did cut down the sugar a little bit, but overall tasty. It's actually not as dense as I thought it was gonna be. Here, you can take a look. There it is. It looks a little flaky. You press it in, not too bad. Some bounce back, what you want. So yeah. Let's go through the rundown of what I actually put in here. So we did a cup of buckwheat flour, a half cup of almond flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt. We did about half cup of sugar. Then, well, I didn't do high processed sugar, I did low processed sugar. I didn't mention that before. Then we did about a cup of yogurt, about 2 teaspoons of lemon extract, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then we did about a half cup of coconut oil and 2 eggs. And then we just buttered the pans. So yeah, pretty simple recipe. You do dry with dry ingredients, wet with wet ingredients, mix it all together, throw it in the oven, and you're pretty much good to go. And then you dust it with powdered sugar, because things taste better when they're dusted with powdered sugar. Definitely try this out. Easy recipe to bring over to someone else that's partially more healthy. And try it out, see how you like. I'm gonna keep stuff in my face, and I'll catch you next time. That's really